Arsenal are set to sign Victor Gyökeres from Sporting. I think overall, good signing. I think Arsenal need a striker. They need a goal scorer. And overall, I think whether it was someone else, whether it was Sesko or Gyökeres, I think it would have been a good signing. But I do have my questions about Gyökeres. I think Arsenal have the possession against most of the Premier League teams. I think they have most of the ball most of the time. And I've always questioned how Gyökeres would react to being in the box, having to header, having to win those duels, having to just score and win those battles against the center backs. And we'll see. Most of his goals are counter-attacking, running behind the defenders, someone finding him, and him counter-attacking and just running behind the defenders. Overall, was how he scored his goals at Sporting, along with penalties. And honestly, I think it's up in the air. I'm not saying he's gonna score be top goal scorer, but I'm also not saying he's gonna flop. I think he might be in between somewhere. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to see. I think beginning of the season is gonna say a lot. Because of everyone saying what he did in the Champions League against City, but those were counter-attacking as well. But he's pretty good for the national team for Sweden. So it's one of those things. We just have to see how it goes. Um, I think I don't think he's going to score 30 goals. I don't think he's going to score five. He's going to be somewhere in between. I think Arsenal just, even if he gets half of what he got last season, I think Arsenal just need a striker who's going to be there to score goals against the mid-table teams, who they usually struggle to against the West Ham, the Fulhams, the Bournemouths, like those type of teams. They always struggle with these mid-table teams, and I think someone like Gyökeres is someone who could help score those goals. Um, there's question marks around him, and there will always be question marks around someone who is not Premier League proven. Even though he didn't really play at Brian, but there's always gonna be question marks. I think he has that goal scoring instinct. He has that instinct to score goals. He can score a goal with his back to goal. He like fast spins, just quick goals. I think um I still do think they need another signing, which is left wing. If they do end up getting someone else, because I don't think Madueke it was signed to be the starting left winger. I think he's more of a Saka backup, but I think signing Madueke is useless because if you wanted a Saka backup, you have Ethan right one year at to do be Odegaard backup. You have to be Saka backup. If they do end up getting Eze on the left, then I think it's an amazing, amazing transfer window for them or Rodrigo. But I just think they need another left winger. I'm not someone who trusts Martinelli. I'm not someone who thinks that Madueke would be at left wing. Um, don't get me wrong. He's a very good player. He's very talented. He's very fast. He has a good left foot, but as a starting left winger for a team that wants to win the Premier League, wants to win the Champions League, I do not think he's that level. Um, if they get an Eze Rodrigo, I think this would be one of the best transfer windows there is. Um, They just announced Mosquera, who's another center back. Who, let's be honest, I don't think they needed, but I guess Calafiori and they got rid of Tomiyasu. I think he's another good center back that could come in if an injury happens, which I think kind of messed him up with last season with Gabriel Magalhaes. Mosquera's a good signing. Calafiori's always injured, so I guess it works. But I think Gyökeres might isn't is very up in the air in my opinion. I think signing Gyökeres is I'm not I think it's very up in the air. I'm not sure if he's gonna score 30 goals. I'm not sure if he's gonna score eight. But I think it's very up in the air. We'll see how he does. What do you if you guys have a very like hard thought about it, let me know. A very solid thought about it, let me know because I genuinely think Gyökeres at Arsenal is up in the air. We'll see if he scores 35. We'll see if he scores eight. Let me know what y'all think. But I think this is a good signing. They need a striker. I think, like I said, he's someone that could help Arsenal win those against those mid-table teams that they struggle with a lot and that has ruined their seasons for the last couple of seasons. Losing to the Fulham, losing to the West Hams. I think they need someone like they need a striker. I think Arteta is. pretty good. I mean, he got 8 goals out of um Marino, so I wouldn't be surprised if the striker if Gyökeres gets, I don't know, he might get 20. Even if he gets 20, I think that's helping Arsenal a lot. I think they still need a left winger. I think they need it. I think they need to extend Ethan Wanier because he's someone I rate very highly, and I think he's someone that could take Odegaard's spot. I rate Wanier very highly, and I do think he could take Martin Odegaard's spot if he doesn't start the ground running. Arteta loves Odegaard, but if Wanieri's talent is too much to be sitting down in the bench most of the season, if Odegaard doesn't start the season well, I think Wanieri might have to step in there. We'll see, but I think it's a good signing. I think they Arsenal need a striker, and ultimately that's what they're aiming for. I think that's a success for Arsenal getting a striker and someone getting probably one of the best three in the market right now. I think Osimhen is number one. I think Jokeres is number two in the market right now as strikers available. So we'll see how he does. Peace.